Well, the point is not so much the size, because in Europe, you're more than welcome to be successful. If you have great services and people like what you do, you're welcome to grow. But with power, with strength comes responsibility. And part of that is, for instance, that you don't promote yourself when your services they are in competition with other services. That you're not holding back on making sure that your customers can have their own data in order to be able to analyze, well, what should be the next thing that I put up for sale online. That is the point, that if you have grown into this size, that you actually do exercise control on yourself, and that you enable other people to do their business in a way that is fair and square.
Commissioner, that said, even where there have been concerns about the market dominance of some companies, then there's certain practices and behaviours. There's been a reluctance from lawmakers globally to tackle some of these companies, particularly from the American side, because of the argument, well, if you tackle some of the practices of those US companies, they're still competing against Chinese names that have had the ability to keep on growing. So it's simply not fair and equitable if you tackle the Silicon Valley names. We've seen a distinct shift in recent weeks from the Chinese regulators, particularly over Ant Group and the regulation there that saw the IPO being pulled. How helpful is it that we now have this shift in tone from the Chinese?
Well, that of course still remains to be seen. Obviously, the rules that we set, they will be for everyone doing business in Europe, no matter what flag you're flying, because it's based on objective criteria and your market position. What is your market behavior? We really hope to renew our partnership with the US. We just launched a new idea of such a partnership, of course, fighting the pandemic, fighting climate change, but also developing our relationship when it comes to technology, when it comes to safe exchange of data, when it comes to rules of AI, so that fundamental values in our democracy is not being damaged. So we have a lot of ambition in cooperation with the US on a number of these tech issues that are of crucial importance, because these decisions should not be taken in boardrooms, but neither should they be taken in autocratic regimes. These are for democracies to discuss and to set the direction.
Earlier this week, the European Commission released a new framework for a revised relationship, a transatlantic, between the EU and the US. And one of the areas of cooperation that you're looking to strengthen ties is on the digital side. You've even proposed creating a new EU-U.S. Trade and Technology Council. How responsive do you think the US are going to be, especially in light of the acrimonious nature of the relationship over the last couple of years?
Well, of course, it's not for us to decide, but it's for us to reach out. And having followed the debate in the US over the last 6 years quite intensively, I'd say it has changed a lot. It has been much more nuanced. It's in both parties. Now you see the antitrust cases of the DOJ and the considerations of the FTC. There is a change, just as well as we have changed the last 4 or 5 years. So has the debate in the US. So I think it's for us, it's important to reach out and say, obviously, we deal with our own market situation, but we see also this in a global context and primarily in a renewal of the partnership with the US.